A parameter query is a query that prompts for input whenever it is run. You create a parameter query by enclosing a value in a criterion in square brackets. The value must not match the name of any field. Otherwise, Access assumes you want that particular field and will not prompt the user for input. This parameter query will first be used to pull up customers who live in Pineville. The query will prompt you to enter a city name. Two customers live in Pineville. The query can now be used to locate customers who live in Oxford. Three customers live in Oxford. Access allows multiple criteria values to restrict queries even further. This type of criteria is known as a compound criterion. There are two types of compound criteria available in Access. The first example is an AND compound criterion. In this query, we will look for customers who live in Tennessee and have a balance of more than $250. Tennessee, TN, will be placed on the criteria row under the state field, and the greater than comparison operator and the number 250 will be placed under the balance field. Note the criteria will go on the same line in the design grid. Two customers live in Tennessee and have a balance of more than $250. The next example is an OR compound criterion. We will look for customers who live in Tennessee or North Carolina. Note the criteria will go on separate lines in the design grid. Ten customers live in either Tennessee or North Carolina. Access has the ability to display the resulting data returned from the query in a specific order. This is known as sorting. This is made possible by using the sort row in the design grid. The next query will sort the records in ascending order by balance. The customers are now sorted by balance in ascending order. Sometimes data from different tables needs to be combined for a final result. In order to match the data in multiple tables, tables are joined. To join the tables, there must be a field in the first table that matches a field in the second table. Once the tables are joined, any type of query can be performed. In this joined table query, customer names and sales rep names will be shown. The customer names are from the customers table, and the sales rep names are from the sales rep table. Access has the ability to perform calculations in queries. The field row in the design grid is used to set up a calculation. The correct way to create a calculated field is to type in the name of the calculated field followed by a colon. After a colon, you can perform any type of mathematical equation using addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. If you use field names, they will need to be enclosed within square brackets. You can also use parentheses to determine which calculation should be done first. An example of what a calculation could look like is total colon square bracket balance plus square bracket amount paid. Right-click a blank field box and select Zoom from the shortcut menu to display the Zoom dialog box. Using a calculated field, the customer's account total is now available. Grouping means creating groups of records that share some common characteristic. To indicate grouping in Access, you first need to show the total row in the design grid. Select Group By as the entry in the total row for the field to be used for grouping. Grouping can be used in queries to calculate statistics for groups of records. In this example, we will show the average balance due of customers by state. The average customer balance by state is now calculated. A crosstab query is a query that calculates a statistic for data that is grouped by two different types of information. One of the types will appear down the side of the resulting data sheet, and the other will appear across the top. Such queries are useful for summarizing data. The Crosstab Query Wizard, which is available through the New Query dialog box, can be used to create a crosstab query. In this crosstab query, we will look at the different sales reps and the number of customers per state. The sales rep numbers will appear down the side, while the state names will appear across the top. Sales rep numbers are shown with the total number of customers and the number of customers broken down by state.